Resilience, the steady strength of the Bama Llama Leader. Leadership is not a sprint. It's a long, steady journey across rugged terrain. The true test of a leader is not how they perform in moments of ease, but how they will carry the weight of responsibility when the ground shifts beneath them. Resilience, the ability to take a licking and keep on ticking, is the secret strength that sustains leaders through adversity. Inspired by the Bama Llama leadership concept, resilience is less about toughness and more about hardiness, the capacity to absorb strain without breaking and to keep moving forward with faith and purpose. Resilience is often mistaken for mere toughness or grit, but it's far richer and much more nuanced. It's not about avoiding hardship or pretending that fear doesn't exist. Harriet Tubman's story reminds us that resilience is the repeated decision to remain useful despite fear and difficulty. It's about choosing to go back into the storm because others are still trapped, not because the path has become easier. Resilience is endurance, perseverance, and the refusal to collapse under pressure. It's a steady heartbeat beneath the chaos, the quiet strength that keeps a leader upright when plans unravel and circumstances change unexpectedly. One of the greatest obstacles to resilience is the temptation to ask, "Why me?" This question traps leaders in a self-defeating spiral of despair and excuses. Instead, resilient leaders shift their focus to how do I move forward faithfully from here? This reframing does not deny loss or difficulty, but it prevents paralysis. It opens space for hope, a disciplined expectation grounded in something deeper than current outcomes. Viktor Frankl and Admiral James Stockdale teach us that hope is not blind optimism, but a steady belief that faithfulness will be honored over time, even when the present is blank. Resilience is not a solitary endeavor. Scripture reminds us two are better than one. If either of them falls down, one can help the other. Leaders who isolate themselves under pressure burn out faster. The Bama Llama leader builds trusted relationships before the load becomes unbearable, knowing that shared burdens become manageable burdens. Resilience is cumulative and learned through practice. It grows season by season, shaped by how leaders respond to setbacks and shifting loads. Here are some key ways to cultivate resilience in your leadership journey. Number one, name the weight. Be honest about what you're carrying. Avoid suppressing difficulty and engage it with clarity. Writing down your challenges is the first step to carrying them well. Number two, build trusted relationships. Identify one or two people with whom you can be genuinely honest about your struggles. These relationships are not about fixing the problem, but about presence and support. Number three, practice reframing. When setbacks occur, resist the urge to assign blame or dwell on the why. Instead, ask what response the situation requires and what is yours to carry. And then number four, anchor your hope. Regularly return to sources of faith, scripture, prayer, and community that reinforce the belief that the present difficulty is not the final chapter. The Bama Llama does not panic when terrain shifts. It adjusts its footing, leans into the load, and keeps moving steadily forward. This steadiness is not inherited. It's cultivated through intentional habits and faith. The Bama Llama leader embodies resilience, not by sprinting ahead or collapsing under pressure, but by carrying responsibly, faithfully over time. Resilience is the heartbeat that sustains leadership when the load grows heavy and the path uncertain. It's rooted in faith that anchors identity beyond outcomes, in community that shares the burden, and in a mindset that chooses how to respond rather than why the adversity came. As the Bama Llama teaches us, leadership is less about the moments we shine and more about the steady steps we take when no one's watching. Resilience is not just a trait, it is a daily practice of faithfulness, endurance, and hope. When you embrace resilience as your leadership posture, you become the kind of leaders others can rely on, not just in good times, but especially when the ground beneath them trembles. Be the Bama Llama. Carry your load with steady strength. Rise up, resilient, and lead with the faithfulness that endures.